discoveries we make are not just scientific achievements, they are milestones in humanity's journey to understand its place in the universe. The universe is both a source of answers and a source of questions. It challenges us to think beyond our everyday experiences and to imagine possibilities that seem beyond reach. It is a reminder of the complexity of reality and the limits of our understanding. But it is also a testament to human ingenuity and curiosity. The quest to uncover the mysteries of the cosmos is one of the greatest endeavors of our species, a journey that continues to inspire and unite in the pursuit of knowledge. And with this, we are ending our video. If you enjoyed
Oh, there's weed all on that. I think this troll account here is Lindy because I can't sleep. I just have too much on my mind, so I'm just going to look over YouTube. I saw Lindy was back and like she's gone anywhere, but... Okay, I do believe. Let me make sure. I don't want to accuse her. Let me look over this and we'll see. Because I'm like the Lindy... Okay, it's 1 week old, May 14th. So Lindy, if that's you, then that shows that I'm pretty good at picking you out. If it's not, then I'm wrong. Okay, Boris, ask Lindy. Of course, the person's bringing up Lindy, right? That's what Lindy does. You can, even though Corey hates me and she's on Team Fugitive over there now, Corey knows what I'm talking about. Okay, Boris, ask Lindy. MB was giving money for cat. Of course, it's about the cat in Lindy. Okay, Boris, ask Lindy. MB was giving away money for cat. Her meds, it didn't cost. Lindy, you're sick. You're sick, Lindy. Cat's been dead for how long? And you're still over here? Like, pretending to be, nobody comes over here really much. Lindy, oh my God, you're deranged. You are deranged. You are more deranged than I could ever dream of myself being deranged. Okay, so a troll did come and tell me, oh, MB died. And of course, here's Lindy, allegedly, on one of her many, many troll accounts to talk about herself or bring up a situation she wants to bring up. Okay, Boris asked Lindy. MB was giving money for her meds that didn't cost over 100, like she said. Lindy told MB, of course, Lindy, Lindy told MB, and she asked her money back in scam life. That's what Lindy always called Cat, the scam. Lindy, you are so transparent, girl. Where's my apology, Fugitive Lynn? Where's my apology? You troll ass bitch. Fucking bitch. You're a nut job. Lindy, that shows I know you, because I know that's you. I know it is you. Let me follow it, because it'll switch up to something else. I know how Lindy rolls. Okay, Lindy. There's Art. Christina from Flint. I think, I know who she was, but... Kat was a victim. Kat was a victim of... Is the Guru Gossip website still there? Kat was a victim of Lindy. She was. There she is right now. Kat's been dead for all this time now, and there's Lindy on a troll account bringing up MB and Lindy and scam life. Scam life. Lindy, you can't. There's some kind of like defect in your brain, Lindy, where everything's stuck on, it's just, you can't see out further than what you know when it comes to trolling like that, Lindy. You're very transparent. And Corey Briggs can hate me, but she knows exactly what I'm saying is true because she proved it for years and years and years. You're deranged, Lindy. You're deranged. You really are deranged, and you really... No, Kat, let me tell you about Kat. Kat didn't victimize anyone. Kat didn't victimize anyone. Kat was over living her life, and Lindy stalked her and followed her to Boyd. After she was at Boyd all these years, and after Larry left her, yeah, she ripped some people off. She sure did. Why Lindy was on the fucking run as a fugitive. And then helped commit crimes against me. And here she is, in Lindy. Ooh, I hope your steam is coming out of your ears, because you know I'm right. I would literally I'd bet the house right there. That's you, because no one's else going to be calling Cam Scam Live. You're a freak. You are the freak, Lindy. Whoever creeped around my house heard me saying freak. Well, you know what? You're the freak, Lindy. Because if you're that sick, where your hatred for Kat is that much, where you had Jim come over here and make a stream to defend you against the woman that you stalked. That's all there is to it, Lindy. That's all there is to it. Oh, let's see. I think she has me, or I have her blocked. I took the... Let's see. Now, Clancy. Of course, Clancy knows that JT was getting pictures or whoever. I remember when he trolled me over there on Bridget's. Come on, Clancy. Clancy, if I had the DMs of what she said about you, you would cry. You would cry, Clancy. Like I cried almost getting killed, you would cry. You would. You would. So she's lucky there. She's lucky there. So there really ain't much to see. No one's took. I'm so pissed. Kat is a victim. What did Kat do to anyone? What did she do? Until the very end, for all those years she was here, what did she do? But give money to people and run away from the fugitive. That's all she did. That's all she did. Oh, God, Lindy, you're sick. You are a sick woman. Lindy, why did you think you had a right to go real life against me? What is in your little pea brain, Lindy? In that little pea brain that still, after all these years of trolling on the internet, you don't know how to switch it up in the least. In the least. I think anyway. I used to think, Lindy, I was like, she's so arrogant. She wants those people to know that it's her trolling them. Like, I used to think that because you would so blatantly just make the same when you troll Corey over there and all that, it would speak. But then I realized it wasn't that you wanted people to know. You just were that dense. You just were that dense. Oh, my God. Let's see. Where did I see the other one? Where did I see that one? Where did I see it? Anyway, I saw her comment like she ain't been around or whatever. What the hell you been doing then? What you been doing? What you been doing, Lindy? Anyway, and I did leave this to... I went back over here and looked at Bridget's, and I just... For some reason now I feel like Corey was making me think that... I don't know. I don't even care. Bridget, going real life on me to blackmail me and try to make me harm myself over a little boy on the internet. And when I say little boy, I mean Alex. You know what I'm saying? It's not like little boys. Says everything about you, and I'll remind you till your dying day. You violated my family, Bridget. You helped plan all this with them, the fugitive and Beth. I know exactly what you did. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. And then, of course, I had to write more because I couldn't stop. Gaslight everyone, but I know the truth, and so do you. I'll wait as long as I have to. You know why I refuse to give up, because you wouldn't give up, Bridget, if I did this to you. You had no right to read any communications between me, my family, my mother, or I think I said family twice, yeah. That is a crime that you participated in, and I will remind you, hello from Florida. I don't have glasses on, so I'm like trying to read this up close so I can't see the chat. Gaslight everyone, but I know the truth. And so do you. I'll wait as long as I have to. You know why I refuse to give up, because you wouldn't give up if I did this to you, Bridget. You had no right. Okay, after that. You're a crybaby, just like Alex, just like the fugitive. You're the victim, just like... I said, I think... That's supposed to be, you're not a victim, just like I'm no victim, or you're no victim like I'm no victim, just like Alex is no victim, and just like the fugitive is certainly not a victim. My life has improved 1,000,000 times ever since Lindy/Jackie/ whatever her other troll names and personalities and whatever's going on in that dense mind. My life, how has my life not improved? I said to her, even my mom having cancer in my life is still better than when I sat on here and defended a fraud fugitive felon. I mean, Lindy, my life, I'm me again. I'm me again. I'm proud of myself. I live in a halfway decent home. I feel good about myself, Lindy. And what have you accomplished in all this time since we haven't been friends? What have you accomplished? You're still a fugitive. You haven't taken care of that because you don't think you have to. You're entitled, Lindy. You can't tell me a rational reason other than your butt hurt that you went real life on me. That shows you have no character. It just does, because I would have never done that to you. So Beth, Bridget can play victim. I remember her and Misfit Jenny. This is what I remember you telling me that sticks in my head, Lindy. I remember you saying, because I guess, getting jealous of Bridget or whatever, and this, maybe it was after 4-6, I don't even know, but I remember you saying, well, sometimes if you try to, push people apart, it just pushes them close together, or something along those lines. Where's the light? Emilio, where are you going? Move some of this blanket. Okay. My life has improved a million times over. My life has improved a million times over since she hasn't been in my life. And what is she still doing? Obsessing with strangers on the internet as a fugitive, living with a man she doesn't love. How pathetic and depressing is that? And that's not being mean. That's telling the truth, Bridget. That's telling the truth. My life is a million times better. Hers isn't. So who won on that line, Lindy? All you had to do, Lindy, was treat me like a human. That's all. And show me the respect that I showed you and your family all those years. But when I posted that on December, you got butthurt and you trolled me with them and tried to collect information or whatever you thought you was going to do to secure your stolen freedom, Lindy. It's that simple. Anyway. Let's see what else is going on over here. Let me put this under my double chin, maybe. And Bridget, because I try to think, it's in my head. I try to think, well, maybe Bridget and Stewie were a couple, so I can see Stewie being mad because I'm disrespecting his girlfriend. That would make sense to me. That I could almost understand, Bridget. But you've been a coward like Stewie the whole time and hid and let everybody else defend you. Everybody else do the work. Let everybody else try to take responsibility, because you wouldn't. Bridget hasn't told me what I did to her. Bridget hasn't told me what I did to her. The only thing, if Alex was her boyfriend or something, or her friend with benefits or whatever you want to call it, then I can see that I did something to her. But all I remember doing to her is making one troll account with her mother's name, sending 4 to 6, I always say 6, I think it was 5, privacy complaints over a span, and that's about it that I can think of, and cussing her out afterwards. I never did anything to her. So if she tried to suicide troll me, talking ass Stewie or whoever, I remember some things you said, Bridget, like, oh, well, these women sure were smart enough to take you down or something. That's not take you down, but you said something. And I assume that means you and Corey and Linda and Lindy and, why couldn't, if Lindy's such a good person, Bridget, why couldn't she just say, hey, Ryan, yada, yada, yada. Bridget, your butt hurt. And you went over there like you're doing me some, hurting me by taking that fugitive out of my life. I have my friend that I've been friends with for over 30 years that actually cares about me. Not what I can do for her like Lindy did. So y'all can praise her and whatever. Any other person around here that lied about rape, you wouldn't be defending them. Any other person that was a fugitive, you wouldn't be defending them. It's because you hate me. They don't like you, Lindy, or maybe they do, I don't know. But I know they're hate bonding with you because I know how this place works. They just hate me more. I'm not a likable person and I don't care. I don't want to be. That's the point. I don't like people, really. So, Lindy, when you tell me, I want you to tell me. Just tell me. Why do you think you had a right to go real life on me? You didn't. You let those people gaslight you, Lindy. That's what you did, and it didn't help you in the end. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see. Cat the Glamorous Life. Cat the Glamorous Life. Cat. Let's see. I remember. I wish that stream was still up where she said, Lindy, the only reason I become friends with you is so you would stop stalking me. And it was the truth. Everybody knows that. Kat didn't make 500 videos about Lindy. Lindy didn't even have a video up. She had never put her voice up until way, way later. So how would Kat find Lindy to stalk her? How? And then Lindy says, oh, it's because of you, Ryan. It's because of you. No, it's not, Lindy. That's why Kat thought I was you, because you were trolling her prior to Boyd. So because 5 or 6 years later, when Kat was down on her luck, she pulled a little scam, and now she's the worst person in the world, right, Lindy? So Kat took some handbags from a service, and then she ended up having to pay a lot of money to settle it, but she settled it. You didn't settle your probation. You fled because you're such an entitled narcissist. You didn't think you had to serve. Everybody else has to do the time, do the crime. Not Lindy. No, she's too good to be doing probation. Y'all are crazy. She's too good for that. That's for regular folk that commit crimes, not for her. The Glamorous Life Cat. And hey, David Buldo. I went over there and watched your little nag hussy stream. I watched about 10 or 15 minutes of it. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. Happy flying. The Glamorous Life Cat. God, Lindy, that Cholicat was you. That is so funny. Was this app post a pre-scam? I want to see who is the side chat going to be up or not. Oh yeah, I want to see who was over here back in the day. 4 scores. Look. Oh my God, 4, you horrible person. Don't you know that's Scam Life? What are you doing over here with Scam Life? 4. I bet Lindy made a troll account and trolled you after you were.
And have it be fair and have my voice be heard.
Oh, girl, I feel, this is really, in retrospect, this is sad because I know how Kat felt now. Just like I'm sure Mark understands how Kat felt after Lindy has stalked him for so long. You know what I mean? So I get it. That's why I told Kat, I understand now. No one believes the truth. They just believe a fugitive because it's more entertaining, I guess. Oh, I wish I could go back in time. I am so sorry, Kat. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. We could have been good friends and had a good fun time and been our real selves if I would have ever just messaged you back that time you wrote me that nice message. Like way back, like it was 2016. I should have. And I didn't, and I regret it. I regret it every day of my life. People make mistakes. So Kat was a scammer, right? Well, what did Lindy do? She scammed people. She scammed her half-sister, and she scammed 26 people. But Kat scammed some people that she donated tens of thousands.
Yay! Coming on here with really, great news. Really great news. Really, really, really great news, and I wanted to share it with you guys first. As you know, I have been selling and collecting and doing whatever I could to get the representation that I needed because I haven't had representation for months in my case. Just happy in the Superior Court of the state of Arizona and for the county of Maricopa, Larry Klein versus Kathleen Klein.
And you know one thing about Kat too? Like when she's crying there, that's genuine. Kat was sensitive. She was a sensitive person. And people that are obese like that or insecure, kind of like me, I'm insecure and I kind of put on a bravado. And so did Kat. You know what I mean? That mostly stems from insecurities and stuff. It doesn't mean she was fake or a phony or a fraud. She was just an overweight woman who was insecure in her own body. And that shows by the plastic surgery she had and all that. So, Kat, you can hate Kat for what whatever reasons. You might not like her personality, like people don't like my personality or whatever, but it doesn't mean Kat was a horrible person. She was stalked by Lindy. There's no dispute. Corey Briggs over there said it for years. It's the truth. And Lindy has tried to play behind the scenes with Bridget and all these people that already hate my guts to tell everybody what a piece of shit I am. And here, let's look at his private shit because we can, because we say we can. You committed a crime, Lindy. Kat didn't die a fugitive, but you're going to, unless I have your ass locked up where you should be.
Comes now that my attorney and notifies.
Let's see. I just kind of I don't want to. I want to see who's in here, like back in the day. Let's see all these people, so Lindy can hate their guts. Okay, we got old lying Lori Green over here, who ain't never told the truth in her life. Lori, you told so many lies over there on Periscope and Twitter, and you backed. Oh my God, you backed up them saying, "Oh yeah, they took Tiny Comedian's head off and sewed it back on," and you had so many whoppers over there, Lori Green. You were like the Lindy Live of that little spot over there, and everybody knew it. Everybody knew you were a liar. Brandy Lynn. Oda May. Oda, I'll do anything for $1, May. She was over there. Didn't Kat give you some money, Oda? So her money was good enough for you, but she wasn't good enough for you, right? Because you said she was, not a great person, Anyway. Okay, there's Vegas Vixen. Old Vegas Vixen over there. Sean Outdoors. Lori Beth. I wonder let's see if Lori Beth's still on YouTube. I would love to talk to her about that fugitive. Lori Beth 428. I'll give her $100 right now. Where's she at? Lori Beth. There she is. Lori, do you need a little pocket change, Lori? Because I want to speak to you. She's even on the TikTok. Hurry up and have Vegas Vixen go over there and tell her not to talk to me, Lindy. We'll see how much money, because I know Lori Beth, she loves some money. Lori Beth loves some money. Oh, come on, I ain't got a cigarette left. Half a cigarette, but. Okay, Lori Beth 428. I will message her. What's her TikTok? So I'll message her on TikTok when I get off of here. I'll take a screenshot. Okay. What's she? Old Spice writers, long-lasting freshness. Let's go back over to Kat. Because I will get Lori. Lori Beth was on Days before. She'll tell you Lindy stalked her too. Sure did. It's all over that Gossip Bakery for years. She stalked her just like she did Kat. Let's see what other videos she has up. Okay. Trying to see, where was the ones from any of the olden days when everybody was over there? I know she ain't got the ones where let's see, this is.
I am live. Won't be long. It's just going to be as long as.
Okay, now look at these comments. Now I guarantee you this Looney Tune 619. No, that's JT, because he's the one that started the Looney Tune thing about her, and I just copied that with Lion Lindy and Looney Lindy. Okay, there's Janie D. Janie D was always nice. I have nothing to say bad about Janie D. There's Side Chat Slut. I remember her, and she's over here in Cats. You are right about one thing. We all have dirt on our hands, but none of us have the dirt on our hands like you do. And Jack's wife, that woman has never... Who's Jack's wife? Jack telling the truth. Wait. Oh, I guess she's going to bitch at Kat. That woman has never done anything to you and doesn't come on YouTube, but you attacked her because you couldn't handle Jack telling the truth about you. That was sick, childish. What you do, talk about Jack's wife. Okay. Let me go back. There's that Myth Mouthy. She was a beggar on Twitter, too. I remember her smoking a vape. Okay, and there's that Outdoor Corey that was a perv drunkard. Okay. Let's see what this
takes for me. Comment. I have to. Because I was like switching around. The only person that I stayed, am I subscribed to him? Let me look. Or do I just see him? Or just, even you, Jackie, saying enjoy the spin thing.
Jackie, was it? Jackie? Was that you, Jackie? Oh, that's funny. Old Jackie. She was always around when Lindy wasn't to
one
take
of
up
you
for
on
her.
here are hypocrites. Every single one of you
Are
have not
hypocrites.
done at one time or another gotten your hands dirty.
Amen,
You
sister.
are
Preach.
you're never going to let Jen, Becca, for the most part, live this down. Maybe you will, maybe you won't.
Well, I disagree with Kat there. Becca literally wrecked her car on purpose. Y'all think I'm a psychopath? She literally got in a wreck on purpose to blame the trolls on the internet. Okay? She has me topped when it comes to, like, I mean, I'm not going to have a legit wreck in the middle.
Maybe some of you will, what have you. But it's hypocrisy. It's all bullshit. And if you have the IQ higher than that of like 74,
I say
you would
60,
see
Kat,
through
but
that pretty quickly. It's completely hypocrisy.
hypocrisy.
It's mob mentality.
Mob
It makes
mentality.
you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
If I was sitting next to Jen, I would say, fuck that.
Amen,
You've got
sister.
a man who loves you. I personally have met stickers.
Oh,
Carl,
well, I can't get with you there,
just
Kat.
all drop that. They would be. It's so easy to have people gaslight people. It's so easy to have people just play these games and go back and forth, and you're on this team one day, you're on that team one day. Am I saying that I'm any different than anybody else? No, I have to feel the need to say that over and over again because that would be annoying too if I'm saying
could you listen, honestly, take a moment, close your eyes and think. Just picture this. You're a woman on the internet. You don't know what a Lindy Live is, right? A Lindy Zoloff, a Jeannie Lynn Letcher Brown, okay? You're going about your little life. You're trying to do your little YouTube channels, and she comes into your life. She ends up stalking you for 7 years or however long, and no one will defend you except a few people. No one will take your side. Corey's over there showed every proof. She's all these felonies, all these lies, all these fantasies. No one. Kat was trolled by me, but she was stalked by Lindy. There's a difference. Trolling is me in a chat saying, oh, blah, 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 and I get blocked and go on. This, the dedication, Lindy. Over 300, 400, 500 streams, videos, periscopes, tweets, accounts, personalities, Jackie, all the other, the team Kat and Rory, because she was going to try to befriend them to find out dirt, but then it fell through. So then she's like, no, because they figured out it was her. And she's like, this isn't Lindy. I'm Heather, her stepdaughter. And you better leave my mommy alone. That's what you did, Lindy. That's what you did. And you went real life on me, bitch.
Any different than anybody else. But doesn't anybody else want to get off that roller coaster and stand up and say, I'm too fucking old for this? And Amen. This is really a joke? This is really seriously a joke?
Like really?
Seriously. Hey, spoiled, unfiltered honey. Then you get some, hey, Nick, I know you're married, sweetheart, but you are one handsome man. Your wife is beautiful herself, but I saw a picture of you. I don't know you, but I love you. Truly. I think you are a sweet person, and what I love about you is I do the same. At the rancho. I wanted to come on to address a few things. I had tried to I don't know, if I break up, Joseph, will you let me know? An underage girl, 12 years old, that was found. And I made some comment like, you can't have a dog in there. It was just something not nice. And then I just didn't go for a long time. And then I went over there again because I wanted to see. It was like a little piece of home. I got to see the stores that I went to and his niece. And he had she's sorry and telling you the cute little love things that she loves about you and with the floor, right. With everything. But nope. Yeah,
I think from that bathroom picture that was posted, I think the mirror was in that little corner because the window was right there and you couldn't see past the window. So I think that was the corner of her. She hated our.
There's JT again with that Looney Tune account. I know that's you, JT. He says, keep at her, cat. I seen on Stewie's last week titled Lindy Shades Boris. Let me see what it says. Lindy Shades Boris. Look in the comments for hers and read the exchange between Stewie and Lindy. Lindy had him delete a video because it was not in her favor. She keeps on threatening with the law. She should do that. She's a convicted felon who tells people about her blessed life. And her mother, she leaves out the convicted felon years. She runs her mouth about your legal problems, but she can't judge you, cat. She is a convicted felon, and her little yip yap dog Jack is a felon also. That is so you, JT. He don't remind people about what he judges. Stickers for legal problems. This stuff is nuts. Convicted felons judging people like they are right? I think not. Stay strong, cat. She will eventually slip, and that will be it for her. It's coming. I find it funny. All these people looking up at a felon and start lying about her. If you have a group of people saying the same thing, guess what? It's true. She is a hateful old woman who hoards empty toilet paper rolls on a hospital bed and catfished people. Oh, JT, that's you. That is so funny. Oh my God. I needed a laugh. JT, I'm just saying exactly what you said for all those years. But you were right then, but now I guess this isn't right anymore? I don't understand, JT. I don't understand. Oh, that's so funny. Hey, Judy Moto. I gotta take a screenshot of that. Tickle me. JT, just like that other comment I showed you over there under Boris's video was 1,000,000% Lindy. This is 1,000,000% JT. And it's so funny because they both know that I'm right about both of them. Oh, that's funny. Come on, cat, hurry up.
I wasn't even in the stream. Oh my God, guys. I have to report myself. I have to repeat myself now. I am so tired. I have
2019.
tried. I'm going to do it because I do it every single time. Be done. And plus it doesn't make me feel good. It's like you don't get as much accomplished. And so last night, excuse me, I'll look up in a second. So, and I'm gonna, be selling those.
Oh my God, is she still on that selling thing? I want to see Pre getting divorced. I think this is when her and Florida did something.
You're live. Let's see. Anybody?
God, I wish I could get into this account. God, I wish I could get into her Twitter. She's got all these videos on private. I would love to have them. There's the jar. This is when Lori brought over that stuff. Open chat. Trissapatus, James Jordan. What? You want me to open the door? Sometimes you need to trust your gut, write it out, and wait for the end. Okay, look, there's Lion, Lori Green, and Dave over here. Well, Sister Earth, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Sister Earth. Sister Earth, let me tell you this. This is how honest I am. Sister Earth was going after Lindy because of the felon thing or whatever. Well, I spent a very long time finding out her legal name, and I looked her up, and I think it was her or her husband had a charge for a drug house, like having a drug house, like conveying a drug house or whatever it was called. Oh my God. You want out? Come on. Are you going out or in? Calico Kitty, go out there. Bye. That's the kind of stuff I did. That's what Bridget and Corey Briggs and Linda and all these people are trying to crucify me for. That's the shit I did. I looked up that lady, found out her husband had a drug house and criminal record or whatever for operating a drug house, and I told everybody. That's what I did on the internet that deserved death. And I admit it. What I did. I mean, it's It's that simple. Lindy won't admit anything. She can't. It's just it's who she is.
Hello, people who are here really quickly, really quickly. I don't know why I said that 3 times in a row. Let me close these other windows here. And please, on your way in, click me the like button.
I will do it, girl.
Let's see if we can beat it before the troll and her 50,000 accounts.
That's Lindy, the troll and her 50,000 accounts. Oh, it's so funny. And she's like, Ryan, you know all those 50,000 accounts was you? How many of those troll accounts did Stewie show that were about Cat? That's what I want to know. I mean, I'm sure there might have been 1 or 2, but I don't think, Lindy, that they were like cat trolls.
So, and the other people, yes, I know there's other people that she's gotten to, and she's like convinced of everything. But
that's what she does. It's all she has all the time in the world to convince anybody of anything, because she don't leave the house because she's a wanted fugitive that hasn't worked since like 2005, if then.
Let's click that like. If you're gonna come in, before you say hi, click that like. Click that like. Yes, 3 to 3. Thank you guys. Yay! Hey, Joseph Camus. That reminds me, Camus. It reminds me of a video. Was it just Darren just did? And it was the emphasis on the moo at the end. And I don't know why I didn't think of that. Like, Camus.
I wish those Real Housewives streams were still there.
Let me just begin. And I hope you guys can all read everything. Let's see. I just really want real talk. Real talk. A lot of stuff has gone on, and I don't have the side chat back up again. I just had it, but I don't have it back up again because I kind of want to get through. You know how I am. I want to say hi to everybody, and I digress. And by the way, that was Sunny Van Dweller who sent me those groceries. I deeply appreciate it. That was so kind. And you looked after getting me good stuff. I couldn't figure out. I truly couldn't figure out.
And I do believe Kat was appreciative in her own way. But you got to imagine, Kat didn't have no career. She never had a job. Her daddy took care of her. She married that guy and had that money, spent it all. You know what I mean? And then kicked her to the curb, basically. She didn't know how to take care of herself. She didn't know how to be responsible. She didn't have any of that. And so it's sad, and she ate herself to death, basically. And for 7-8 years, she was trolled by a fugitive. And that's a fact. Trolled by a fugitive. And everybody let it happen, including myself.
Like a lot of the normal stuff was, like I wouldn't have known how to find just one of something or the normal things. I just was kind of going, anyways. I appreciate that, Sunny Van Dweller. Thank you. And hello to anybody.
And you got to remember, when Kat first started coming around here, she was handing out money like it was napkin. I mean, she would hand out money to everybody. So Kat invested a lot of money in this community. So yeah, at the end, did she pull some back? She did. But she sure put in a lot more in this community than she took back. That's for sure.
I haven't seen for a few days. Hipster heaven. I still love you, girl. I hope everything is cool between us. Who else was I?
Oh my God, Lynn, was Hipster a friend with Kat, and then you stole, Lindy somehow acquired Hipster like she acquired Donna and the other ones? Because that's what, Corey would go around and collect the Lindy haters. Wow, I don't remember that part.
Tom, I think you're a great guy. I hope everything is cool between us. Cooper, you too. I have no problems with you. Everybody else that I've been talking to, because I've had the most fun, really, in a couple of days, just talking and laughing. I haven't liked the other side of it. I think people truly...
And I'll say this in Kat's defense of the dog, because if everybody remembers, Lindy went on and on and on. Kind of everything they've tried on me, I remember. That's why I saw the playbook, because like I said, Lindy doesn't deviate very much from the troll accounts to everything. Lindy stays in that same. She just don't deviate from the line very much. Kat was depressed. If you've ever been truly depressed, where you literally don't want to get out of your bed, I've laid here and said, if the house caught on fire, I probably wouldn't even get up and run out the door. And that's the honest to God's truth. I've been in those low places where I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to take the dog out. I don't want to leave the house. I get it. The dog wasn't in harm. He ate. He had water. All that stuff. She took care of it. It just wasn't properly groomed. And she was depressed and bedridden. And she was fat. And she was miserable. And she'd been through a divorce. She'd been stalked by a fugitive. It was a lot. That's a lot. So lover or hater, that's a lot to go through. It is.
Where do I want to start? First of all, when I became friends with Dave and Becca, you guys all know the whole story. It started a long time ago before there was any kind of
and people say, oh, she was friends with Becca and Dave and all that. I don't like Becca and Dave, but you know what? You know who else was friends with Becca and Dave? Think. Kimberly, Kimberly gives out money. You know, Kimberly Starr. She was over there. Oda was over there. Paris Boyd, Sig, he propped his ass over there. JT propped his ass over there. And so Kat propped her ass over there and was nice to him because they helped her out financially. And look, hey, people on here, look how greedy people are on Boyd. They'll be nice to you if you give them some money. So Kat, they gave Kat some money and she was nice to him. You know? When you look back in retrospect, Kat wasn't really that bad.
Money thing going on and a little correspondence online, you know, in the room started a long time ago with me reaching out to Becca, and it was real, and I really appreciate it. Just to be able to fix things and to understand a different way of how things could actually be.
Well, I don't care much about Dave.
I did see a lot of good in you, but
well, I never saw any good in Becca or Dave. I'm sorry.
And I think you did too, Lindy, for the best that you could.
Oh, wait, what she said,
Dave
Lindy?
and Becca.
Let's go back.
Maybe should I have not let a giggle or something out? Yeah, because it would have stopped all this.
Wait, go back.
It's when you're a host and you're trying to keep it all peaceful on every angle, it's hard. It's hard, especially when you're a talky host like I am. There are some hosts that don't talk a lot anyways, so if it's quiet from them, you don't notice it much. With me, it's always been my problem is that I always chime in on everything. You guys remember that video of me saying, right. I'm always chiming in. So if I'm just quiet, it's uncomfortable. In hindsight, maybe should I have not let a giggle or something out? Yeah, because it would have stopped all this because you just go from 0 to 60, Lindy. After that, it would...
Lindy going from 0 to 60? I just don't believe it.
Completely unfair and balls to the wall. More divorce papers coming out. Horrendous things coming out. Then in turn, I went on to Dave and Becca's and I had my share. Now, Dave and Becca, Dave is...
Can you even imagine Lindy, a fugitive woman, goes on the man she's having an affair with channel to trash another woman about a divorce? Lindy, your first husband was gay, right? Like my dad was gay, right? And then who did you... Anyway, I ain't gonna go to all that. Anyway, let's just listen to her a bit.
This is what a good friend he is. He and his wife know the position that I am in my, just really, truly my mental state. Truly. I think that she really gets it, more than a lot of people. And I think you did too, Lindy, for the best that you could.
She's cold. I told Alex that. Lindy is cold. She's cold. She pretends like she cares. She pretends like she's, you know what I mean? But she's cold. She's a narcissist. She's a narcissist. That's not even being mean. That's just a fact. Everybody that knows Lindy, I remember when we went over there to that, what's that guy from Troll Avenue, or that one with the oxygen thing in his nose? You know I'm talking about that guy. Anyway, Lindy went on to his channel over there, and she just, I forget what it was. If somebody compliments, she just, anyway.
Heat off of me. So the heat was put on you. They did that to be a friend. And he said it earlier on a hangout, so it's not anything that was hidden. He did that to
Mallory was over there. Look, hey, Mallory.
Everything.
So Mallory was over there trying to get the money or something.
He just wouldn't leave me alone. And it's like maybe the
that was after the
heat can get onto me. That's what all... Vaguely remember, I was in the side chat, and I think maybe I wanted to come up. I can send you a link in your thing.
Okay, let's see who's all over here back then. Okay, we have JK No Cow. He was a cat supporter at this time. Key Lime Kisses, Lip Gloss Kitten, Becca, Lori Green. Let's see, James, Greg Campbell. Greg. Okay. I want to find her talking. Who goes on here?
Pictures. We saw her name. You kind of know when a person is like...
that voice. I got to go pee.
We've seen her shadow. We've seen her shadow. her feet. We've seen
That's
her
her.
outfit matches up with the pictures in the thing.
Yep.
I mean, she's a rich, beautiful blonde. Deal with it. Who's smart and nice? Oh, wow.
Right?
We all get that. Right.
They do exist.
They do exist, exactly.
Don't hate even on the boy.
Uh-huh.
I want new content.
Uh-oh.
All the information that Lindy and them over there keep spewing back about me is the same information that I gave everyone. So why are you telling me something I already told the entire whole internet? Why don't you say something original about me and my family? Why don't you dig in, try to find something?
Is she talking about you too?
Find my family members I can't find.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, figure.
Jim, I just want pee, and guess what? My toilet flushed. Okay, let's see what else. I'm getting tired. Which one was this? Real talk for real. Did I do this one already?
I just want to say a couple of things. Just somebody had asked her to. I guess she just told me this. That how do you feel about Kat being friends with Lori or friendly or whatever? And she just gave the best comment, and this is why I love her. She said, if Kat wants to be friends with people or have peace, who am I to basically stand in her way? And that's how I feel. I'm not.
Isn't Lori the one that actually brought Boris and Lindy over there to the Twitter community to start all that? I can't remember.
I just, if anybody wants to be and make peace with anybody else, think about it, guys. If you want peace with anybody else, because I just feel like I'm far too old. We've all gone through a lot in life, and I really just don't want it. I don't want it. And if my friendship to you is only if I can defend you or have your back, and I don't want to be belittling, and this is going to sound that way. However, to me, it's just so, I'm 12 years old. It just seems that way, because in the real life, say you have a friend that you've had since school, they're not going to go, unless it's something completely, you can find lovable things about Archie Bunker.
I don't care about Archie.
Alienate everybody by getting pissed at everybody and starting fights.
Oh my God, Unitonica used to be friends with Kat 6 years ago? Say it ain't so. Oh no, don't let Lindy find out, Uni. Don't let her find out. Unitama, Uncle Tomica. Let her find out, girl.
Hi guys. Come on. What's the drama, llama? Everything out there now. If anybody's out there shopping, everything is what's the drama, llama. From the Nina Santiago community call ourselves. What's that community called? Because it's not the drama community, but I don't think we ever really had a name. 3 S's. So FLAWESSS World W.
Yeah, look, there's Hipster Heaven. I never remembered that. Hipster Heaven used to be a mod at Cats. How did I not remember that? What year is this? 2019? Really? I never knew that. Or maybe it's just not registering. That's weird. And then Cats. Oh, wow.
I actually do, but I don't. I'm kidding. Does he need? Is this the real Simon though? Is this the real Simon?
I
know Jan.
There's Jan. I hadn't thought about Jan in forever. Simon. That's crazy. Okay, let's see. But who's at the door? Kitty cat.
Hey guys. I didn't cut that off. Hey, I'll do it again. Hey guys. I just want to come and do this video. I know it's not live, but I'm recording it private, and then I will put it up. Just because I have something I want to say, and I don't mean to make this like dramatic video on something, but I know how things can get, you know, maybe miraculously it happened. I think Dave and Becca deserve it.
I'm not into the Dave and Becca stuff. Ooh, Kat forgot to buy some likes for that one. It only has 9. Here, Kat, I'll give you a 10. There you go. Still looking out for you, girl, all these years later. Oh, I guess that...
Hey, guys. I don't know if I'm actually live here. Let me check this out. And see, let me refresh this, because sometimes it doesn't show me. So hold on a second, guys. Good to see anybody who is going to come in here.
Okay, this one might be better.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I'm just going to make this as a recorded video to put it out. And then I'm going to go to bed. I'm very extremely tired. First of all, I wanted to say congratulations to Holly Undead as the new Queen of Boits. She takes over her reign, I believe, in January 1st. So congratulations. We finally have one that has been elected as opposed to one that just, you know, self-imposed put themselves there. And we do have some rules now, too. I mean, you can't be a felon, you know. You got to be seen on camera, you know, a few rules like that. But congratulations on that. Then I've heard that your stream got, I'm hearing some little bit of it, that your stream got taken down by porn. And you think it's Vinny? Vinny. You did the same thing to me.
Vinny.
I listened to you in there, and you denied that you did it to me in the exact same way that you denied that you did it to her. You were going to show me things on your screen. You were going to prove it. You were going to, later on, you did come clean. And that was really nice. But right away, it was like a carbon copy of what you did tonight. I don't know if you're just angry at her because she, you know, was friends with D-Dub and whatever, but, you know.
See, that was this around the D-Dub thing? Because that's when everybody kind of started turning on D-Dub after the whole pedo thing, but not Lindy.
Kick yourself for that, Vinny, and don't take it out on her. You really shouldn't. That's very immature and childish. Just buck up like a man and don't take it out on her. But on one side, you could see, Holly, it is your, think of it as your, you know, your induction night into.
Oh, I remember when that
officially
happened.
And you have this happen to you.
When was this?
But my guess is that Vinny will apologize in a couple of months and give you a super chat, and it'll be good. I don't know why you do that, Vinny. It's just not cool. It's just not cool. I believe you did it because you
and you know, I remember picking on Kat for going to RV Davies, and she shouldn't have probably been over there at all. We can all agree on that. But that's how sad. I mean, she didn't have nowhere else to go hang out. That's so depressing if you think about it. Some pedo weirdo over there in the RV, and that she didn't have nowhere to go. No one would, you know what I mean? Unless she didn't have money at that time and all that to throw it out to buy her way, and it's, you know, it's just sad. It was very sad. And then that fugitive remained, and she was the criminal. She was the stalker. She was all those things that she called Kat all those years. And then Kat ends up, and then
in the same way that you said you didn't do it, you did the same thing to me. Anyways, I'm going to talk about this not that long, but just say a few things. I am headed to out for a week. Not going to say where I'm going, but I'm going to be gone for a week. I wanted to talk about the D-Dub thing because, you know, I just wanted to say something.
Okay, don't offend D-Dub.
I guess I wanted to ask myself the reason why I was feeling perturbed or annoyed. I don't like the fake outrage either. And I'm not outraged, fake or otherwise, at D. I'm really not.
Was this
not
after
a lot of you people are.
The seaweed shack?
I'm not.
Or was this after
the... come across that way. I realize that. just in that one stream I said something, but it really wasn't for this. I'll tell you what it is. It wasn't for that. Because you don't know the story. I believe that the story sounds a lot convoluted, what have you, but hey, it's his thing to deal with, and here's the reason why I'm mad. Very angry. I'm very angry, number one, because he was gonna
wait, is this
live here, and I remember asking Rory.
Yeah, listen to this now. Okay, Vegas Vixen, bless her heart, she knew D-Dubs was a convicted pedophile. Convicted, and he'd been on the run because he wouldn't register like Lindy, running around everywhere, right? Vegas Vixen let that man stay in her home multiple times with her 2 young boys, a convicted pedophile. So when I used to say certain things about Casey Anthony and her mothering over there, Vegas Vixen, guess what? If Lindy gets to be right about a cat being a scammer in the long run, well, I was right about you in the long run. You literally had a convicted pedo staying in your home while you're drunk and all that. You don't know what that man, you know what I mean? You say, oh, I don't do, or he's in the garage or whatever. You do, Vegas, you had sex live on a stream, you got so drunk. But you're going to trust a man and trust your judgment, and you're so, come on. And I'm a horrible person. These are the people that got to convict me and judge me and do all this against me. These kind of people. She let a convicted pedophile sleep in her home with her 2 young boys. One of those boys ended up running off and going to California, and they were young kids.
Like D-Dubs. Like, we don't even know his name. I'm so glad I followed my gut.
And see, Kat wouldn't let him stay there.
Legit didn't know.
And she didn't even know at the time. She just wanted to know his name so she could do a background check before she let him live there.
Something, I hope I'm in here. Nope, I'm in there, good. We don't even know his name, so I said, no, I don't feel comfortable around him, which is what basically everybody should have done. When you don't know somebody like that, I was brought up to where you don't welcome them. That's just how I was brought up. You don't. And in this instance, our mothers and fathers would have been right. And D, again, don't.
You don't welcome strangers in your home. Absolutely not.
This is a trash thing on you. I feel now, I can feel it. I know it's going to happen. It's going to be all piling on D. And all these people who were doing something else a couple weeks ago are now going to be piling on, like Vinny G, like the other ones. And you know what? Guys? This is what pisses me off. Because those of us who are not afraid to not be sheeple knew that what happened in Florida was pretty major. But
yeah. Do you remember that night on Mallory Williams? Do you remember it? When Lindy and Vinny and Jack and all those people were cheering D-Dub on to punch you in the head. Do you remember that? That's your friend old Lion Lynn over there. Vinny gave him, what, $100 to punch you in the head? Mallory?
Because of your hatred and your targeted trolling on Mallory, you let that slide. Not only did you let that slide, you paid him more.
You paid him to hit Mallory.
Hypocrisy.
And Lindy was cheerleading that right there.
All over the place here. Could have gotten somebody
She's
hurt.
A criminal. She is a criminal.
I'm so glad I always come out the smart one. And I don't care how cocky that sounds. I'm so glad that me.
She was right about D-Dub. She was right about Lindy.
Who don't have to follow the crowd. Who I don't have to have a friend that I'm going to go against them because I'm a stupid piece of shit who can't think for themselves. Why were you all doing it? Why was it all okay to have those knives?
Because you know what?
You defended it.
I was over there doing all that too, and I did my instigating. But Lindy, anyway, I'm gonna go to bed soon. Lindy, you know what you did. Everybody knows what you did, Lindy, and you did me dirty in the end. So fuck you.
Saying Mallory was asking for it. Is that what the other people? Is that what that 12-year-old was she asking for it too? A lot of you are really wrong. And if something...
Lindy over there, that's Lindy. Well, she didn't want, she wanted, she was, oh, you know, well, D-Dub, that's what I'm saying. She would literally defend a pedo, so he would go over there and beat Mallory up because she didn't like Vegas, and Vegas and Mallory are together. She was just as obsessed with Vegas as she was Kat. Vegas knows that. Jim knows that.
Really
Corey knows that.
Happened, then shame on you.
She's a criminal.
I don't know the story. I don't know the drill. But also, if I find out that more people knew this sexual side and didn't say anything, and let that man with those charges go and live with 2 young boys, because Rory did not, her and her husband did not know.
They knew afterwards he was still there, those streams, and everybody can verify that too. D-Dub stayed at her home again after that, Rory. You know that. You know that, Rory. He was out anyway. Because didn't after the police went to Rosie's, that's when Rosie kind of kicked him to the curb there because she didn't want the drama there. I don't remember how that all went down.
Oh, about that. Did not know about that. But other people along the way got stopped by the cops. Stories changed. Plans changed. Suddenly it wasn't going to be Dee and Rosie traveling together. Suddenly it was all changed. Is it like just dump them on somebody else and like off you go? So that's good. And I'm sorry, Rosie. I am coming down on you, but was that the deal? Was it the deal of like just dump them? You know, like you knew you're FBI. You're smart enough to do that. You Googled his name and you saw his charges. And I'm aware that he told you. He told Rory later on, past all of this, that there was that whole convoluted story of the 12-year-old and the 14. Whether or not it's real or not, I don't know. The story could be real. The story could be real. From what people are asking, lots of people are asking, they were saying that it's to get the level of a lifelong registering. It's not just because...
I will correct. I think it was only a 20-year registering. I think it's out by now. But no one could verify his story because the case is sealed, because he was a minor when it happened. But was it a 12-year-old and a 16-year-old? Was it a 12-year-old and a 17-year-old? No one knew the exact distance between the age. So what do? You err on the side of caution. Not Vegas Vixen. She was like, come sleep in my garage. And that was after, Rory. That was after.
You know, and under 12, she could be
10. It was
10.
under 12, 10, that's right. No one could, his story was they were 12 and 14, but it could have been 10 and 17. It could have been 10 and they'd probably charge him as an adult at 17. But 16 and 9, no one knew. So you just err on the side of caution and don't have anything to do with them around kids.
Under 12 could be a 10-year-old, could be a 9-year-old. And you were in foster care, so maybe you were 16 and you were diddling around with the 9-year-olds. I mean, we don't know the deal. And Dee, you trolled. And I
think Kat and Rory were still friends at this point, so Kat may be in covering up for Vegas a little bit there, because Kat would cover up for her. They'd cover up for each other. So Vegas might have even known at this point, and Kat's just kind of covering her ass. Because if Rosie knew
Harvey Davey, and let me tell you, people, I am so proud of myself yet again, because when I looked into his records, and you can get them, yes, he does have that on there. He has possession of child pornography, age of 12. It's all on there. Age of 12, one picture found on his camera. Okay, yes, bad enough. Really, really bad enough. With something just like that, and if that was the case, I still wouldn't want to be friends with the person. Okay, still wouldn't want to be. However, I understood the story. Number two, later on down the line, after RV Davey pled.
Well, let me get it a better angle, because this isn't a good angle, because I'm laying with my double chin sitting on my neck and everything. Yeah, you're going to look through my camera. Let me sit up straight, at least.
Why did he plead? Because he wouldn't have to give me jail time. He owned his own townhome and had a very good job.
See, that's why y'all women on here, y'all do that. Didn't remember that one lady that took up for crystal meth machine gun? Y'all fall for that story. They're like, oh, well, and they tell you the sob story to kind of minimize the charges. And a lot of you women believe it and fall for it. And I'm like, what are y'all doing?
He would lose all that defending that. He would lose all of that.
No, I'm sorry. If someone accused me of having a picture or anything, I'd say, take me to trial. Take me to trial. I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, I'll take a plea deal just think. Nope, take me to trial.
That. And then
that's like with Lindy. She signed. She made a plea bargain on those things. I'm not going to plead to something I didn't do.
You know what? He said after signing off, and you have to be on probation for all of those years, not a lifetime, like the other one was. But because it's very strict.
Okay, well, I'm getting tired here,
about everything. Girl. And then I also spoke to his lifelong friends.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I don't care. They'll lie for him. You can't believe him, Kat. Whoops.
The future of my...
Fuck. God damn it. I got my history off. Fuck, which one was it? Oh, I know which one it was. Was it the drone? I know it's right here in my face and I'm not seeing it. No, it's got to be back down here. Thank you. If you're looking through my camera, do you remember what that last stream I was watching is called, Jeff? It had the Queen of Boyd in the title. That's what I remember. Okay, Queen of Boyd. Queen of Boyd. Holly Undead. Queen of Boyd. Why am I not seeing it? Kat, did you come back from the grave? And oh, it was a video one. Okay. Thought the hackers took it down. Okay. Seeing it. It's right there in front of me. Okay.
Because I have a thing, and I don't care if you guys think that this is like Zen thing or whatever. I see the goodness in Davey.
I know you can't, Kat. You can't trust it. I'm
dialysis.
Sorry.
Not this Friday.
I know it's a pity story. He's gotten all that, but you just can't.
Your picture. Now people can see. Because you've got, have they even found the 3 mugshots out there yet? I think they found one. I myself have seen.
Oh, are we talking
your
about
other charges?
What?
Due to mothers, fathers, all that stuff, get really angry. But to that level of obsession that you had, said the whole time was the one that did it, took the picture with his camera. And he's the one who spent the time in jail afterwards because of that.
Yeah, but you can't believe that.
There's so much more to the story.
Yeah, because he's going to tell you what he wants you to believe.
That it was like, I didn't want to get into this with you guys because I'm not going to try to push my friend or my views on anybody else. I'm not. I understand I still wouldn't bring him around Rory's kids or do anything. I'm still very, very safe. But then you got the other one. The one that actually could be bad.
But having a cat, they both could be bad.
Sure. Now people can see.
I can't fight that battle.
Have they even found the 3 mugshots out there yet? I think they found one. I myself have seen 2 or 3. Thing that, Lindy, which is, no biggie, but it all just goes to the whole thing that, Lindy, who was the one that told you about this, Lindy guys out there has been the one closest to him. Lindy was the one that texted her best friend right away and told him about this, gave him the heads up on all this. It was Lindy.
Dun, dun, dun.
But I don't want any trouble from you, Dee. And I don't hate you. And I hope that you get your life back together. I hope you get your life back together.
What was she friends with? Wait, let's go back.
It was in a winery, or your mother's garage. It wasn't all this stuff.
Oh, she might be Team
Him
Lindy at
heads
this
up on
this
all
stage.
It was Lindy. The thing that, you know, it wasn't a winery or your mother's garage. It wasn't all this stuff. Which is, you know, no biggie. But it all just goes to the whole thing that, you know, Lindy, who was the one that told you about this, Lindy guys out there has been the one closest to him. Lindy was the one that texted her best friend right away and told him about this, gave him the heads up on all this. It was Lindy. But I don't want any trouble from you, Dee. And I don't hate you. And I hope that you get your life back together. I hope you get your life back together.
So Lindy told Dee that they were going to let it out? Is that how it went? I don't even remember.
I do hope you give proper props to people like Randy and Rory for all that they did for you.
Yeah, because see, Lindy was over there trying, because she wanted D-Dubs to beat up Mallory. So she was kissing D-Dubs' ass, even though this corroborates what I was saying about that earlier.
How things went down, how much she gave you a lot of money all the time. And then you said to her that you should be making more. She was paying you $100 a day, and you weren't even doing electricity or plumbing. Right now, that Stellar's going to have a problem with this. I wasn't born that way. I wasn't born that way. And I don't think most people at the bottom of YouTube were either. And I really hope it wasn't known before and not told to Rory. Because there was a stop along the way. So this would have had to have been found out. And plans did change. And suddenly Rosie became somebody that you couldn't get a hold of that much often. But nobody else knew. Why didn't anybody else tell anybody else? Why? Because people were like covering. The bottom of YouTube was like still going, oh shit. You know, look what we did to Mallory. Which brings me to this. And I don't think right now that Stellar's going to have a problem with this. In exactly 3 weeks from Tuesday, I will get a bigger chunk of my money, Mallory. With that, and unless Stellar throws a fit about it, I am going to give you the whole $1,000 because you are the one.
Lindy was mad when Kat got... Oh, that's so funny. Oh, God. Lindy's over there trying to get a pedo and knock Mallory upside the head with everybody else.
Most. You were the one because they wanted to target and bully you and say that you're not really a woman and that you have to bring your whole bottles of medicine. You know what I do when I go on a little weekend thing? I put the medicine that I need in my coin purse. Because we girls know not to carry.
Okay, well, you can't stand on that ground about calling her a woman. You gotta go
a long time ago. I understand the information was pretty easy to find.
Yeah, people.
Pops up right away.
Yeah.
When I had the name, finally, a couple days later, I looked at it, and it was the first thing that popped up. But you had to cover. You had to cover for a while. He still had to be your poster boy.
See, people are so, it's not about right or wrong. It's about what benefits them most. People would cover for a pedophile around here like that if it suited their interest. That's why I don't expect anybody to believe me, like me, anything. Because it's just the way it is.
Otherwise, it would mean that you're wrong. And guess what?
There's a fugitive felon that tried to kill me by making me fall in love with this guy, and then I was going to shoot myself and I didn't have any bullets. Well, this is the woman she stalked for many, many years, probably about 7 or 8. And we're just reviewing, and then she died. But she didn't die from the woman stalking her. She just died from the stress of it all over years of being stalked by this fugitive.
You're wrong. And
there might be a Twinkie involved in there somewhere.
Mallory was right yet again. Learn to love it.
Learn to love it, baby.
And Stellar, I want to say to you this. Although we've had problems, and you know why I'm angry. I'm angry because you lied to me and that you tried to get me in trouble with PayPal.
Stellar lied to PayPal?
I'm a person that I've told my friends right now to stop me from giving more because I'm a very giving person. So it's not in me to screw somebody over or do anything like that. But you never apologize to me for that shit.
Well, Kat, we're going to leave it there because I got to go to sleep and my phone's getting low and I have all these cats in my bed. Kat, don't expect an apology from anyone because you'll never get it. Trust me, I know. Well, thank y'all all for coming to me and Kat's first hangout together. Maybe we'll do one next week. Kat is back. I'm going to look for all her videos and all her streams, and I can just chime in here and there, and we'll just try to, we'll look back with different eyes, look over Kat's life, look over all the friendships she had around here. I would like to find out how Hipster ended up with Lindy. I don't remember how, because I didn't remember Hipster being over there in a mod and all that with Kat. That kind of says a lot about you, Hipster. Shady Chandra over there used to call you Hipster the shit stirrer. I remember when they'd be fighting with Lindy, they'd blame you for getting shit stirred up. And, that kind of, I remember Corey over there saying the same thing about you. You kind of got a little history there being a shit stirrer, huh, Hipster? Because they kicked you out of the Shady Chandra community, I remember. Hipster the shit stirrer. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I'm trying to think of anything. Can I come back to a Wednesday because Whitty's going to be over here too. We're going to do a Cam Up Wednesday. Whitty is going to make her first camera debut in years, and it's going to be on my channel because Whitty, we're associates like that. Anyway, everybody have a great night, sweet dreams, and may nothing but happiness and good fortune come your way. Good night, sweet friends.